Ah.
All right, let's
really?
get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control.
Wasn't
group,
like I was planning to use these eyes anyways. No.
Blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Ah, corporate. So caring. But, oh my god. See now, this is a proper test chamber. No turrets. No giant robots. No annoying British robots. No robots of any kind. Just me, the cube, and a bit of funky lube gel to make it all fun. The kind of test chamber that made me want to work here. Squeeze!
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages.
Fuck
That
them.
gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages.
That's
I pay
it.
the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
Captain, I must admit, Cave Johnson's voice is incredibly sexy. Oh my. Oh my! I appear to have fired early there, Captain. I deeply apologize.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors.
So in other words, you're just going to make me Spider-Man.
Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Whoa! Good thing I didn't sit in any of the chairs. Come here. Come here, Lifty. Come here. That's a good boy. That's a good boy who wants a biscuit. Ah. This silence. So refreshing. So peaceful. So reminding me that I'm still trapped down here instead of freed like I was promised would happen. Well, best make good use of it. By singing! I'm still freaking trapped down here instead of being free like I was supposed to be. So now my only option left is to sing to keep my sanity, or what's left of it. Cause I've pretty much gone crazy. Yes, I have. And now my thoughts turn to revenge, see. Yes, they do. Oh, you British robot, you'll burn, burn, burn. I'ma find a way to the sunshine, sunshine. Oh, you stupid robots, learn, learn, learn. You can fucking keep me down. Verse 2. I haven't had human contact in 3 years and an age. I had to hack my cryo room just to play all of my games. I guess I should have cried for help then, probably. But I was still worried about my check. Stupid me. Oh, if I'd have only known I wasn't getting paid, I'd have run this place down to the ground. This time I won't make the same mistake. I bet your science are going down, 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 down. I'll burn you down. Well, that was fun.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Well, none of my bones are sticking out of my skin, which covers my skeleton, so I probably should be fine.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats.
Oh,
Let us
good.
know if you feel a shortness
So
of
I can
breath,
sue
a
you for
persistent
giving me
dry cough, or your
mesothelioma
heart
when I get
stopping,
out of here.
because that's not part of the test.
Don't
That's
step
asbestos.
on the crack.
Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a
you're
median
going
latency
to
of
break
44.6
your
years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta.
That would
Plus,
be
you forwarded the cause of science
great
by 3
if I
centuries.
knew what
I punch
canasta
those numbers
was.
into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Ah, great. Math jokes. The last thing I need right now. I gotta say, despite knowing Cave Johnson was a douche, it does seem like he would have been a pretty decent guy to hang out with. He does have that sexy old-time door-to-door insurance salesman vibe going on.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
See? Back then I would have trusted him to sell me a car, or insurance, or a vacuum cleaner, or Tupperware. I wouldn't be able to sell a car. Hell, I wouldn't even be good at making them. But that's because if I founded a car company, I'd call it Python Auto. And then we'd name our first car the Ping, and watch as nobody bought it. It'd have good features though, like an airbag that could actually reach tall people when they moved the seat back to fit, and I'd actually put in a navigation system that acted like someone who's driven in a city before, and showed you the best shortcut to take, instead of always telling you to go 4 highways over on a trip that's only 20 blocks. Yeah, you deserve to be in those millions of tiny pieces, Tom. Even though I pled guilty and paid the damages to those paralyzed people, I only did it because I wanted to get the trial over with. I was new to the city, I didn't check the news before heading out, so I didn't know there was going to be a parade. I heard turn left, and I turned left. I claim innocence.
That coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Good thing I don't drink coffee.